with the great motivator, invading your frequency with the truth. Yes, God, I am here. All right, all right, all right, all right. The truth is in the building, baby, and there's no other way. I give it up all day. The truth. Say it again. True. All right, well, I want to thank you for tuning into my show on Blast. And yes, on Wednesdays. I also want to thank you in advance for subscribing to Kubi TV so you could catch us on YouTube. Yes, good God. Make sure you invite, make sure you share, and make sure you join us over there. Yeah. I also want to thank our sponsors. Yes, 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 yes. We will be nothing without our sponsors. So we want to thank our sponsors. We want to thank you for believing in Kubi TV. And when you believe in Kubi TV, you believe in the shows that are broadcasted on Kubi TV network. So I want to say thank you from On Blast. On behalf of the other shows, we thank you. All right, moving right along. We're going to move it right along. Chicka, 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 choo-choo. Well, I know y'all in to see what's on blast today. Well, let me explain to you what's on blast today. R. Kelly. Bars. Yeah, I brought R. Kelly up because you know what it is? And I say this all the time on my shows. And On Blast is a serious show. You know why? Because it's going to paint the picture of how just, how can I say, grimy and backstabbing and hypocritical us humans are. Right? So now all of a sudden R. Kelly gets bailed out of jail. And then they go pick him up again because now he has not paid child support. If that's not a tactic, I don't know what it is. And you know, I understand we may have our gripes with what someone does. You get where I'm coming from? But you cannot condone something and then sit in your house, in your glass house, and then throw rocks at the very thing you condoned. So that means as you're sitting in your glass house and you're throwing the rock, guess what's happening? Yeah. The glass is coming down on your too. So y'all, you know, we all like to sit back and point the finger and put the person in the hot seat because now it's funny that they're exploiting and they're doing R. Kelly dirty like this. But what we fail to see that is so far beneath the surface is that this is how they do black people. Okay, this is how they do black people because now it's, and you know, it's a pattern. And if you can't tell that it's a pattern, then something's definitely wrong with you. And no wonder black people's at the bottom of the totem pole because I don't see where any other race do they people the way we do ours. It is okay for R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, and Michael Jackson, for goodness gracious, great balls of fire. He is dead. And now you're going to go dig him up to talk to him about what? How he raped you in Never Never Land? You know it never happened. And you're nasty. It's the fact that you humans have these gay tendencies or y'all have these imperfections inside yourselves that you want to hide and suppress. And now you want to blame, you want to blame the black person for your nastiness. And now that he's dead, you want to sue his estate. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You don't see the tactic, but y'all out there with your Twitter fingers. Social media thugs, bugs, energy stealers. Y'all right there, right on the bandwagon with the very people that brought you over here in boats as slaves with shackles and told you was an animal. You wasn't even a citizen. You were 2/3. You had to fight the vote. In the very land they took, they stole, they invaded, oppressed, captivated, and enslaved the people. And now it's okay. Half of you weren't even there. And the ones that were there, you're going to get judged too. Know that everyone has to stand in front of the Most High. Everyone has a judgment day. Everyone has a judgment day. Okay? Everyone. And trust and believe when you go to judgment day, or you have to speak for yourself, or when you close your eyes to say goodbye, you better be okay with everything you've done in this world. You better be able to speak for you. Not because this person said it, not because the world said they did it, and it appeared to be so, and it seemed like the truth. It's okay. It's okay for people to treat a person this way because of the skin of their color. The color of their skin. Okay, I'm mad. The skin of their color, the color of their skin. Yes, I am on fire. But I'm on it. I'm mindful. I catches me. Hello. Okay? You are going to tell me that's okay for us to do to one another? Yet and still a white person can do all kind of crazy things for no apparent reason, have the world at their fingertips, and they still end up crazy, shooting up a place. And you mean to tell me all they need is rehabilitation? But now R. Kelly's in jail for not paying child support. But then yet and still, how long you've known he wasn't paying child support? Because the government know everything else, but they don't know he hasn't been paying child support. Growth mindsets. Let me tell you something. This ain't got nothing to do with growth mindset. I'm going to tell you what it is when you talk about not being captive and liberated. You can see through the bull. Okay? You can see straight through the bull. And that's why Jesus said to them when they wanted that lady to be stoned, they wanted to stone her. They said, Jesus, she committed adultery. Didn't you say? That was for the 10 Commandments, no committing adultery, off with your head. Jesus said, okay, true. But then Jesus looked around at all of them, because he rode with the all-knowing and seeing, good God. He looked at all of them and seen nothing but sin. And he said, okay, the first one without sin can throw the first stone. How are you all out here throwing your stones? You are throwing your stones as if you are without sin. Like you have not been forgiven. Look at you throwing your stones. I don't care what you say. I don't care how many rebuttals you have. You have the audacity to crucify someone. You have to know the difference. And when you don't agree, and you don't agree with something, and you understand, and you like, you know what? That needs to have some type of repercussion, okay? Some discipline. But there's a difference between discipline and crucifying, okay? And this is not discipline. This is crucifying him. That's what this is about. This is to make a mockery of his people by utilizing him. You cannot tell me that these men are capable of doing all these things all these years, and all of a sudden in Bill Cosby, he's almost 100. R. Kelly's washed up and finished. He has a belly. Michael Jackson is dead. And you mean to tell me this is the front of the news? This is the head of the news? And Trump is president. This world is hell. And when you are amongst a bunch of people, black people, who don't get it, who still think they so free, but they so conditioned, the white people, listen, give it up for Skinner. I'm just going to call him Skinner, because that's SF Skinner, something like that. Give it up to him, the guy that's, that invented the conditioning of the people. Conditioning people, you think you free, but you still got shackles on. Condoning what they're doing. Not supporting your black businesses. You're nothing but a bunch of consumers. You look into your community and all they have is things that you can buy. The hair store, the liquor store, the clothing store, the this store, the that store. There's nothing to build you. Where are the banks in your community? And how many are going for business loans? How many are going to drop off money into their business account. Black people I'm talking about. That crab in the barrel mentality. And the ones that did make it, you're so glad to be up there, and you feel like you're entitled, that now you're going to treat everybody else like the peasant. You understand? That's not how it works. That is not how it works. You know, we have to, in order for you to do better, you have to know better. In order for you to know better, you got to do better. And you can't tell somebody you know better if you're not doing it. Okay? You can't tell somebody you know better if you're not doing it. Get where I'm coming from? So yes, I'm Nicole, the Great Motivator. Listen, I just wanted to drop in on blast to let you know that we need to get ourselves together. I want to let the world know we need to get it. You need to look at yourself. Stop pointing fingers, please. This is the day and age of not pointing finger. This is the information age technology. You can go out there and research information and get your intellect and your mind right on your own. Like my brother Mike X said, you got to be the gardener of your own mind. I don't care who plant what seed, okay? I don't care if you plant the seed or someone's planting the seed. If you're not in your garden doing what you need to do to make sure that your plants develop and sprout properly, you are being controlled. Okay? Seriously, you have to be in control over the food you eat and where it goes. What you digesting. It's a necessity. We are still lagging. We still don't own. We into these third leg businesses that are pyramids, and they want to act like you in business, but then yet and still you're not the owner, so you can't grow, you can't increase, and you can't expand. Wake up. Wake up. It's time for beast mode. It's time for beast mode on blast. Business executive and a strategic thinker. Business executive and a strategic thinker. R. Kelly and all these people are illiterate. I don't believe you will ever see Nick Cannon go through anything like this. Okay? You ain't going to hear years later they coming for his money. We got to do better. You call yourself fans, and the minute something go left, the minute the white people throw dirt on them, all of a sudden they're the enemy. You have to know better to do better to know better, okay? All right. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you for coming through and checking me, Nicole, out, the Great Motivator, on blast. Invading your frequency with the truth. Because see, I don't play with this thing called truth. I stand in it. I seek it because I'm from it. He is the CEO of life, the creator of existence. I don't care what you want to call it. You better understand the ultimate, supreme power of this thing called life. And you don't know nothing until he taught you about it. Okay? So, we're going to roll up on out here with this song right here. Because this is my song, ladies. Yes, good God, on a side note. Can I keep it real? This is the Great Motivator. Can I keep it real? This is my song right here, ladies. If you are in a relationship, we're talking about the ladies in the relationships, okay? With your husband. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on, ladies. Be pink. You ain't got to be blue. You could be pink. When you got a man, you're supposed to be pink. Yes, good God. And does that go up? Does that go up, producer? The volume. Try. Yeah. You have to have fun in life. What? Get. What? Pretty Ricky killed this. Yes. Enjoy your life unapologetic and fearlessly me. I build growth mindsets. Good God. Yeah. You know what that's about? It's not about riches. It's about you can rise above and still be you when you're going through. People look at you and don't even know half the story. You know why? Because that. Yes, thank you. I appreciate you. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Until the next time. God.